Josh Phillips.
Good morning, Captain Josh Phillips, Minnehaha County Sheriff's Office. Just want to give you some information on a case that we worked on beginning in May 13th. It was reported to us by an individual residing in the household near the 6400 block of North 10th Avenue in Sioux Falls, which is just inside the county limits. That individual reported that his stepfather, last of Long, Lincoln, Ocean, Nora, George, first of Lance, Lincoln, Adam, Nora, Charles, Edward, DOB of 1029 of 83, and his mother, last of Long, first of Crystal Lynn, Charles, Robert, Young, Sam, Tom, Adam, Lincoln, Young, Nora, had been giving several children in the household methamphetamine and then using a hotshot cattle prod to get the children to obey commands, or if they weren't listening, they would get zapped by this hotshot cattle prod. So deputies were called after the Sioux Falls Police Department took the initial report. Interview was done at the residence, and subsequent interviews were done throughout this case, and it was determined that there were 3 separate different hotshot cattle prods that were used the last several years. Numerous children, right now that we believe 4 children inside the residence had all at one time or another used methamphetamine that was given to them by Lance, reported to give it to him by Lance, and then marijuana, and then the hotshot cattle prod. Majority of all the children living inside that residence had said they had been that had been used on them numerous times for the last 3 or 4 years. Interviews were attempted to be done on Crystal and Lance. They went to Oklahoma, were arrested by the warrant task force down in Oklahoma, and waived extradition, and were brought back to our jurisdiction yesterday and will appear in court today. There is additional charges. DCI is going to assist us in some further investigations for this case, and more charges may be coming. Currently, right now, there is 14 counts for Lance and Crystal, 3 counts of aggravated assault with a dangerous weapon, which is a Class 3 felony, 4 counts of distribution of marijuana to a minor, 3 counts of distributing controlled substance to a minor, and 4 counts of abuse of cruelty to a minor, all felonies in regards to this case. So it's something that the Sheriff's Office has been working on for several weeks until we could get them in custody and try to find them. The kids are currently the ones that several in the family are with DSS and have been assigned caregivers and are in good health as everything we know right now, and are doing well. So, any questions?
So you said this has been going on for years, according to the...
From the affidavit, at least 3 to 4 years.
Can you speak to the age range of the children?
Yes. 17-year-old male, 15-year-old female, 13-year-old male, and 11-year-old male.
Are they all related?
Yes. Some are half siblings, but they've been living together for several years. So. Anything else? All right. Thank you.
So late yesterday afternoon, we sent out another press release. We had a 4th person that's been arrested in connection with the rioting. This one, same charges as the others: aggravated assault on law enforcement, riot, and refusal to disperse from unlawful assembly. This warrant actually on this person carried 2 additional counts of simple assault. And this person is Christelle Youngbear. She is 21 from Sioux Falls. She was arrested yesterday without incident. The 2 additional charges, I think everybody knows the whole backstory to this, but the 2 additional charges were there were other people in the crowd that were trying to stop her from throwing rocks, and she started threatening them. One of them, I think there may have been a little bit of physical, some pushing, something like that, but she threatened with that. So that's why we have the 2 additional counts for simple assault. The warrant also carries a $25,000 cash bond, the same as the other warrants as well. As far as identifying the other people, we're making good progress on that. We did have one of the pictures, actually two different pictures that we think is the same person. The ones that were labeled, it was A1 and A11. We found out or identified that that was a juvenile, so those pictures have been taken down from our social media posts. I don't have any details on if there was an arrest or charges with that. I think that's it. We're still, like I said, we're still making progress. We're still getting tips that have come in. The tips that have been coming in are overwhelming. It's both through social media and from Crime Stoppers. We've been getting a lot of support from the public, which has made it a lot easier to find these people, and obviously we've been getting warrants and getting these people arrested. On the log, I really don't have much. The aggravated assault, that was a person at a group center bit another person. No serious injuries with that. The assault was a simple assault. The burglaries, we had a couple of garages that were entered, and the other was business had some tools taken. The disorderly conducts and subjects, those ended up being reports. A few disorderly phone calls in there, a stalking report, really nothing big. The family offenses had a couple of protection order violations, another was a report. The frauds, we had ID thefts and credit cards. The larcenies, a few shopliftings, few unlocked cars, nothing real big from those. The narcotics were marijuana and meth. Sex offenses are both reports. The simple assaults are all domestics. And the vandalisms, we had some graffiti, a couple of them. We had two different parks at Spencer Park and Yankton Trail Park. There was graffiti that was found on a bridge and then on some signs that was basically anti-police, but parks were notified they were going to get it removed. That's pretty much all I have.
When did the graffiti take place in the parks?
It was found yesterday afternoon.
Yesterday.
Yep. So I'm not sure exactly, probably sometime the day before, so sometime maybe overnight that it was, I guess somebody put it there.
You said Spencer and Yankee Trail?
Yes. There was a bridge in Yankton Trail. I'm not sure which bridge it was. The other was some signs in Spencer Park. Anything else? Okay. Thank you.